Drew Barrymore all over the place. Okay, so she, was gonna put her show back on air.
Yep.
And then people got upset about that.
Yep.
And so she took her show off. And then she said that she was gonna do it. And she made then a long video, apologizing, but also explaining why she was doing it. And people did not tend to that video well. And so she decided, once again, she will not be putting the show back on air. Now, here's the thing. No matter, I can't remember a case where somebody apologizes for something and the crowd takes the apology well. There's always something wrong with somebody's apology.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that after this. This is a whole other just ball game that we don't even know about, and I can understand why people are frustrated with her. There's just so many things that go into it. Like, ethically, I think, doing the show is in people's eyes is not right because of what's going on. But then for her case, she was like, there are other people that need jobs and, have to feed their families, and so she's providing a job for them, but at the same time, it's not right to the people. It's a whole confusing mess. And so she backed down and she's not going to do the show.
Yeah, it's also very selective on who everybody is mad at and who's made a big deal of shows coming back or certain daytime shows, because some shows can come back, some can't. Some do have WGA.
I saw something with
writers,
Dancing with the Stars.
Some don't. Yeah, like the WGA writers. It's you got to see like who works on what show, because certain shows are coming back. Like I believe Jennifer Hudson's show. On her Instagram it says new episodes coming September 18th. I think they were going back on air.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's definitely still happening, but Bill Maher is also another guy who said last week that he was bringing his show back in a very limited capacity without their writers. So it's just very confusing. I know Jennifer Hudson's show, now the Instagram bio just says new season, new surprises. So, mark your calendars for Monday, September 18th. It's just, like I said, it feels like everybody got really, really, really upset at Drew, and there are other shows that are coming back or not coming back. But yeah, it's when you have the attention on you, and then it just builds, because then you make the video, and then everybody's talking about the video, and then you delete the video and come back and say, we're not going to do the show. It's got to be very tough. I will say, like, I it's hard to have a side in this, I feel like, because I understand that if you are a show that has writers that are on strike, like your show is on strike. That's that is how a strike works. And I feel like it undermines a strike and hurts these people if the shows just continue and the strike becomes irrelevant, basically. So I understand, like, you're on strike, you got to be on strike. That's how you try and get things done. But this has also been so, like, such a long process already and ongoing, and there does not seem like an end in sight. And that's got to be really hard to look at your employees, the people who work on your show. And yes, there are a lot of writers, but there's the crew and the production and like all the other elements, all the other departments that don't have a job. So as a leader, that is incredibly tough to deal with, how you please both sides.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why many people are stuck in a sticky situation.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, people are going to be upset with you. And I think no matter what apology you put out there, people will criticize an apology. no matter, it could be a perfectly good apology, and you can be very sincere, which I think a lot of people are when they do apologize. When people feel like they did something wrong, they apologize, they're sincere, people are going to rip it apart. I also think celebrities need to stop reading off of their laptops when they do apology videos.
Right.
Because it's obvious.
You
and
know,
that's why they need
sometimes I
writers.
go back and forth on that. Like, what are they supposed to do? Memorize it like a monologue?
Not memorize, but speak from the heart.
Yeah. I don't know. So I that's so hard.
Speaking from the heart?
No. And that's, in a situation, in a high pressure situation where you want to make sure you're saying the right things, you may have some bullet points in front of you. You want to make sure you hit everything.
I guess, but I feel like I would just, watch it back. If I feel like I missed something, I would retape it from I don't know. I just feel like when you're reading off something, it automatically, people start thinking who wrote. You could have written it yourself, but it's just like, it just doesn't feel genuine sometimes.
Yeah.
I think you can hit the points in your head if you really know what you want to say and you really are sorry about something.
Yeah, maybe they just want to be more prepared,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Actors are very used to reading off a script, so that's how they're the most comfortable.
And that's why they need writers.
Yeah.
Okay, last topic.
It's just, I feel like
it's a very tough situation. It does feel like it's never ending.
And I just feel like it's not going to, because these big, like the streamers and everything, unless there's a full-blown called for like boycott of things, like they don't care. So tough. It's very hard.